Hi, I'm Kevin Klein, City Councillor for Charleswood, Tuxedo, Westwood, and I want to apologize to you on behalf of the City of Winnipeg. By now you've heard that the City of Winnipeg chose to keep its city staff health facilities open during COVID-19, and they were open during the Code Red restrictions at a time when many of our residents had to make sacrifices. They couldn't go to the gym. They couldn't see their family. They couldn't see loved ones. They couldn't go to work. They had to make some very difficult choices. And a lot of residents, local business owners, have been suffering. Gym owners have been suffering. Some of them might not even come back. I apologize on behalf of the city. This was not right. By now, I hope you've taken the opportunity to read my official statement regarding this grave error in judgment. Now, to be clear, I do not have a membership to the City of Winnipeg Health Facilities for staff. They charge a nominal monthly fee. And I was not even aware that the gym located across from City Hall remained open. But unfortunately, I'm not surprised by this disregard and disrespect shown to taxpayers. This action is another example of a much larger issue we have at the City of Winnipeg. It's one of many instances where the lack of leadership and inexperience on City Council allows the public service to go unchecked. I have noticed many of my colleagues in the media and on social media share their outrage regarding the gym being open. That response doesn't address the larger problem. A problem that fosters this type of behavior because there is no accountability within the walls of City Hall. You know, in the private sector, the old attitude of do as I say, not as I do, was not an option for any managers on my team or myself. This is such an important issue that I want you to see exactly what the City of Winnipeg said to reporters with respect to this issue.
I want to take this opportunity to remind Winnipeggers to continue to be vigilant in our efforts to battle COVID. We continue to see cases as well as sadly deaths in our community, and of course want to take this opportunity as always to remind Winnipeggers to follow the recommendations from Manitoba Health.
Hi, Mr. Mayor, I hear you're trying to lay this all on the blame of the province, and I get it. They should share some of it, but the city went ahead with mask use before mandated in some cases. The city wouldn't reopen libraries until the city was comfortable. Who thought it was a good idea to open a gym, whether you thought you could or not? I mean, in Code Red with the transmission rate the way it was. I think that's a fair question that the city has to answer.
Yeah, I mean, there were a number of gyms that were closed, and so they weren't open. There's a number of gyms that were closed across the city. The decision to keep some of the gyms open, some of which were closed yesterday for staff other than for first responders, that was a decision that our public service proactively reached out to the province to seek clarity on the provincial public health orders, which, as you know, have been evolving and changing from time to time. So that clarity is sought for a reason, and I'm appreciative that the public service did that. I don't know if you have anything to add. Nope.
But I guess, why do you need clarity? Why would you open a gym? Why do you need to know, hey, it says in the public health order that they've come and said we're exempt? Why do you even need to know that? Shouldn't you just close it thinking, well, this could be a place where transmission could occur? In this example, you see gyms are closed across the city, private ones. Why would you need any kind of advice from the province on this? This seems like a no-brainer to me that you close a gym. Now, I get the ones, police, fire, paramedic, that makes sense, and they're at work already. Well, this is just, I mean,
sure.
I don't get it.
That's the rub, Jeff, though. I mean, first responders are using many of the gyms, some of the gyms that have been closed, and so the ones that are exclusively now in first responder facilities like fire stations or police station, those are remaining open. But My understanding is it was primarily through that lens that they were open, but again, the clarity was sought from the province just to make sure that we were on the right side of complying with the letter and spirit of the provincial public health orders. One thing, I mean, I can't stress enough, Jeff, is yesterday we were surprised when we heard provincial officials say that the reason why they provided the approval was that blanket exemption. That came as a shock and a surprise to folks at City Hall. And to me, the manner in which they provided the approval and learning that information warranted making adjustments that were made yesterday. I'm glad to see the province today supporting those efforts.
Hi, I have one more last one on the gyms. We had some kind of people who use gyms a lot and some gym business owners who feel a little frustrated by this. I just wanted to give you the chance to kind of say something to them about, feeling like they couldn't use it and kind of they're a little upset about a double standard.
Well, with what we learned yesterday from provincial public health officials, I can appreciate how they felt. And I'm also appreciative of city staff upon learning the basis upon which those approvals were provided by the province for acting within hours. I think as I mentioned earlier in the press conference, we got to be able to rely on the advice that we're getting from provincial public health.
Blaming other people is not going to fix the problem. This is our problem. We need to fix this. We need to change the internal culture at City Hall. Granted, it's going to take baby steps. This has been long ingrained into City Hall, but it's our fault. We have nobody else to blame but ourselves. And I mean City Council and the administration. We are the one that empowers them to do what they want, how they want, and where they want. We need to change that. So on behalf of the City of Winnipeg, I apologize. On behalf of myself, as an elected official, I'm embarrassed and I'm sorry. I don't like that it happened, but I will take responsibility for it. And I will also promise you that I will continue to push for a change to the governance of the City of Winnipeg, and I will continue to push for accountability.